Hey everybody, it's Judy Clock, your Stampin' Up demonstrator here in Middletown, Virginia, and I'm coming to you tonight with hopefully a fun lesson. I'm taking one stamp set. It is called With You in Mind, and it's predominantly a sentiment stamp set with a few images, and I'm going to show you how to use that one stamp set to create 5 different types of cards that really are sort of you can take it from basic all the way up to advanced, depending upon how intricate you want to get. But really, my purpose here is just kind of show you how you don't necessarily need more stuff. You might just how to rethink how to use what you already have. And along with that, I want to say this is the stamp set that I'm featuring for my February workshop. Registration is now open. You can either come virtually, you can come in person if you're local to me. You can purchase the tutorial only. So there's lots of different ways for you to engage and to participate with me in creating. And also, I'm using 5 different color combinations that were picked for me by my Crafty Color Combo Magic bot. If you ever have trouble coming up with color combinations, I've got a tool for you that I think you're really going to like. So let's go ahead and get started. Let's add my desktop camera. Take this one off and let me show you, first of all, let me show you the stamp set that we're going to be working with. This is the With You in Mind stamp set. And you can see it's got 4 big sentiments: happy birthday, best wishes, thank you, thinking of you. And then we've got a cupcake, a flower, a star, a heart, and a leaf. And I know it doesn't seem like there's a lot you can do with this set, but truly there really is. And I think you'll really like some of the things that I've come up with. So let me show you the card I'm going to demonstrate tonight. This is just a very simple birthday card. I'm going to show you how to do a little masking to get those 2 colors on that one stamp, because it is just one solid stamp. So we're going to do a little masking. We've got Coastal Cabana for our card base. We've got Petunia Pop, and we've added some Lemon Lime Twist. And that was the bold and playful combo that my Crafty Color Combo Magic bot came up with. And then you'll notice I've got some gems on here. And these are just our basic rhinestones. And I wanted them to match the Petunia Pop. So I colored them with a Stampin' Blend. So if you have Stampin' Blends, you can have any colored gem you want, and I'll show you how to do that. So let's go ahead and get started. So like I said, our card base is just going to be, excuse me, I'm a little tired today. Our card base is just going to be our Coastal Cabana. It's a standard A2, and all of the measurements for all of the cards that I'm going to show you tonight will be on the inspiration sheet, which is on my Crafty Inspiration Library that you can get access to when you sign up for my email list. It's an email only, email subscriber only perk. So if you want to get the inspiration sheets that go with these videos, make sure you sign up. I'll leave a link down below in the description. So I've got a piece of our Coastal Cabana, oh my gosh, our Petunia Pop on our basic white. And I want to cut these with the perennial postage dies. So I'm going to get the 2 dies that kind of layer. So we're going to cut the bigger one from our Petunia Pop, and we're going to cut the smaller one from our basic white. So let me pull in my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. Okay. And I realize this is very close, but hopefully, and I'm going to see if we can get both of these at the same time. Let's see. Hopefully, we can get both of these cut at the same time. It might be a little tight, but maybe we can get it done. I think we'll be able to get both of them at the same time. All right. So let me just make sure we're going to get nice clean cuts. All right, so I've got my sandwich. I got my plate on top, my plate on the bottom, my dies in between. And I'm just going to go ahead and cut these, run these through my Stampin' Cut and Emboss. There we go. All right. Let me take these off. Let's move our machine out of the way. Okay. I think I need to oil up my chair. It's rather squeaky. All right, so now we've got our layers. We've got our petunia pop. We've got our basic white. And I've got a piece of basic white that I'm going to put on the inside. So let me get some of these layers put down. So we're going to just add our standard layer, basic white layer, to the inside of our card. I just like to do this. I think it gives the inside of the card a finished look. So that's just something that I like to do. I've got that on the inside. I'm going to put that off to the side for a minute. I'm going to layer these up. I'm going to wait. I'm going to stamp first. I always say stamp first, stick second, because if we make a mistake, we can go ahead and flip it over because paper has two sides. So you'll notice on this one, I didn't add any color to the edge. And after I looked at it, I'm like, I kind of wish I had added some color. So I'm going to come in with a blending brush and our lemon lime twist. And I'm just going to add just a little bit of color to the edges of my die cut basic white. Okay. And again, you kind of want to start it off because you don't want to end up with a big sploosh on your paper. And again, I'm just adding just a little bit of color to the edge. That's all I really kind of wanted to do. Just add that little tiny bit of color. Okay. And when you think you have enough, then you have enough. And I think that's enough. All right, we're going to stamp our happy birthday. Okay. Stamp that right there. Okay. Then I'm going to stamp, I have our cupcake, and I want to stamp the paper wrapper in the lemon lime twist, and I want to stamp the top in petunia pop. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to mask off that top portion. And for this, you can either use some washi tape you may have laying around or like a Post-it note, whatever you have. We're just going to kind of put that over the top half, right? We're going to ink up our bottom. Very important step, remove the washi tape. And we're going to stamp that. Okay, I'm going to do it again. I'm going to add my washi tape back. Let me see if I can make sure I'm doing this where you can see it. So we're just going to repeat this twice more. Going to add our washi tape. We're going to ink it up. Take off the washi tape. Ask me how I learned that, because I have forgotten to take it off. Yeah, that's not good. All right, last time. I'm going to put like 3 little cupcakes on our card front. All right, take that off. Stamp the third one. All right, let me clean off our stamp. And then we're just going to repeat that process with the petunia pop for the top of the cupcake. All right. Same deal. I'm going to close that up really well. Okay, I'm going to add my washi tape. Now I'm going to cover up the bottom of the cupcake. I'm going to ink up the top portion. And then I'm going to stamp. Okay, there we go. Let's do that again. Cover up. Oops, I'm going to cover up the bottom portion. I'm going to cover up the top portion. That would not be good. I'm going to cover up the bottom. We're going to ink up the top. Take that off. And we're going to stamp our cupcake. And one more time. One last time. Cover that bottom portion. Ink it up. Remove the washi tape. And stamp the last cupcake top. And that is how you get that 2-color cupcake when you have just one stamp. Okay, so kind of easy peasy. Now let's go ahead. Now this does also look a little plain. If you wanted to, we could add some petunia pop. to darken the edges, but I think I'm going to leave it because we're not going to see that much of it. I'm going to go ahead and add some adhesive. I'm going to layer this on there. Okay. Ooh. And then for this, I think I am going to throw some dimensionals on there. We're going to pop that up. And now this is a fairly large piece, so you might think I'm going a little dimensional happy, but you really don't want your piece to sag. So better to use like a few more dimensionals than you really think you'll need than to have your piece sag. And I'm looking for a pick tool so I can pull off my covers. So your pick tool has many uses, one of which is for getting these things off. If they come off, take those off. All right, there we go. Let's go ahead and add this to our card base. So this is a really fun and colorful card. Now remember I said if we have our basic rhinestones and we have Stampin Blends. Now this is the dark Petunia Pop, and I'm going to use the brush end. I'm going to color one of the big ones, one of the small, one of the, like it's a medium one, and then a small one. I'm going to color 3. Okay. Then we're going to go ahead and add these to our card base. Come on. 1, 2. Now, of course, I could have left the rhinestones plain, but I just think it adds a little something when they are the same color. So what do you think about that? What do you think of that card? So really, this was sort of basic. We didn't do too much. We did add some die cuts, and we did a couple of techniques. We did the 2-color stamping with the masking. We did a little masking technique to get those 2 colors. And then we colored our rhinestones with our Stampin' Blends to have them match our Petunia Pop layer. Okay. Here's another combination that I did. This one is really very good for a beginner. This was Soft Sea Foam, Balmy Blue, and Petal Pink. This is just a soft thinking of you. So these were really just straight cuts. So again, very beginner friendly. 1 color of ink. I did emboss, I don't know if you can see this. I did emboss the blue with the Dainty Designs embossing folder just to give it a little texture. Because the card is relatively simple, I wanted to give it just that little bit of extra texture. That's why I used an embossing folder. So that was a combination 2. This was combination 1, combination 2. Then we did one of the fun things I love to do is make my own DSP. So my color combination for this one was Daffodil Delight, Fresh Freesia, and Granny Apple Green. So again, I made my own DSP. I used Fresh Freesia for the flowers, Granny Apple Green. I used Daffodil Delight for my sentiment. And then I cut 2 strips. This is Fresh Freesia and Granny Apple Green. I glued them together and then I embossed them both. So again, wanted to add a little bit of texture because again, it's a relatively simple card. Used our circle punches to punch these out. Added a little bit of flower and greenery there. And there you have, again, a very simple card. But these are all color combinations that the Crafty Color Combo Magic Bot gave me. My next one, this is one that's great if you want to make multiples at the same time. This is a variation of the stack, cut, and shuffle techniques. This combination was Crumb Cake, Misty Moonlight, and Pool Party. So I layered three pieces together. I had a piece of basic white, Misty Moonlight, and Pool Party. I layered them. I made 2 cuts. I cut them into 3 pieces. And then I just spread them out so that one of each color went on every card. So you'll make 3 cards with this. And again, I just stamped the best wishes and then added some stars using both the Pool Party and the Misty Moonlight ink. So that was the 4th combo. And the last color combination that they gave me was gray granite, night of navy, and bubble bath. So this one I used our banner dies to cut these. Now, these are a little bit longer because what I did was when I went to go cut them, I put the top edge over the banner, over the die, so that it wouldn't cut and would be longer. So if you want to make your die cuts longer, just put that top edge on top of the die cut, and that will give you a longer banner. And then I did a little tone on tone stamping. I took that happy birthday. Again, if you can see it, I just kind of staggered it. I put it on a like a vertical here. And then again, we did the masking with the cupcake. I did emboss the bubble bath again because the card is relatively simple. This triple banner card, I just wanted to have that little bit of extra tone. So now you can go ahead and we can add some Wink of Stella to the cupcake to make that pop. We can add some more gems. We can do whatever we want. But those were the color combinations that were given to me from that AI bot that I created. And it's great because I gave it a stamp set. I said, hey, I'm going to be working with the With You in Mind stamp set. I want to create like 5 different cards using the sentiments and the images. Give me some color combinations. And it came back and it gave me 5 color combinations to really go ahead and have fun with. So again, I hope that you like these cards. Again, very simple, just using those banner dies, those party banner dies. And again, to make it longer than the actual die, just put the top edge of the cardstock on the outside of the die. So the die will only cut the banner shape. Okay. And then we did the stack, cut, and shuffle. And we made 3 quick cards out of this using our that method. Again, very easy. We did a little fancy DSP that we did on our own, kind of a basic beginner friendly stamp. And then we had our happy birthday with that really bright and bold color combination. And we did masking and we colored our gemstones with those Stampin Blends. So again, this is the stamp set that I will be featuring for my February workshops. Registration is now open. I will leave a link down below in the description if you want to sign up. Again, I do a virtual class, I do in-person classes, or you can purchase the tutorial. I have 4 different cards designed for the class, so we're not going to be doing these. I have 4 completely different cards done that I think you'll like also. But that is it for me. Thank you so much for stopping by this evening. I hope that you enjoyed this, and I'll be back next week. And next week, we're going to work with another sketch template and make a couple of different variations with the same sketch. That's it. Have a good weekend, everyone. Bye.